Hi everyone, and welcome back to Waterhouse Forde. Very exciting day today. After a fair bit of let's call it interim wiring and a little bit of temporary fuel work, we're actually in a position, we believe, to start the engine for the first time in 5.5 years that we've owned this tractor. It's been a 5.5 year journey to restore it. You can go back and look at all the videos. We've pretty much recorded every single step of the way. I have to admit that I've skipped a few bits in this last little bit. I haven't filmed the wiring that I've been doing, basically getting the new battery cables in, cable from the starter switch through to the starter motor, etc. But I will later on go through a detailed step-by-step of what I've done. I've also installed a new wiring loom, or I'm halfway through installing a new wiring loom, so I will do a separate video on that to show you what we've done. But I just wanted to get enough done to be able to start this engine, hopefully the first time. I have put oil in. I put oil in the engine, I put oil in the transmission case. I've also put oil in the steering box just to make sure that everything is lubed up before we get it running. I've also done a trial fit with the battery box to make sure that nothing is going to be in the way when that goes in. So a fair amount of work has gone into it in the last week and a bit to get us to this stage. But I think we're ready to roll. It's been, as I say, 5.5 year journey. When we first started, the tractor arrived as a rolling chassis, but pretty much in pieces, and then we've dismantled it further, basically replaced many parts. As you can go through the videos and you can see all the things that we've done. But we're now in a position, I believe, and I hope, for it to actually run for the first time. And of course, we don't know whether it actually will run or not, but we're going to have a go. It obviously will be noisy. We don't have the exhaust on yet, and also we're in an enclosed shed, so it will obviously be noisy. Also, we don't have any cooling on the engine. The coolant, the radiator, all of that hasn't been connected yet, so we won't run it for very long, literally just to get it running, and then see how it runs and then switch it off. We won't be running it very long. But yeah, I think we're ready to roll.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool.
Good luck.
So we'll put our temporary fuel supply on and connect the battery. Now, what I've not yet done, you can see this pipe here, hopefully in the video. This is the pipe for the oil pressure gauge. I've not connected the gauge yet. What I want to do is turn the engine a little bit, hopefully get some oil up into coming out of that pipe, and once it's out of the pipe, then I'll connect the gauge. And that's because I don't want an airlock in that pipe. So just so you know, we're not going to start right off the cuff. So to prevent it from actually starting, I'm switching the ignition off, and we will see if we can get it to actually pump some oil. I think we may have to start it actually. Right, let's put the ignition on. We have fuel down to the carburetor. I have checked. I have also checked that we have spark on the spark plug, so hopefully it should run. Battery may not be 100%. That's timing. So we'll advance it a bit. Maybe a little bit more. I might change the battery. I'm not convinced this battery is as strong as it should be. And let's try retarding it a bit. So that point at which it's stopping, that feels to me like the point at which it actually wants to fire, but there isn't enough momentum in the the starter's not giving it enough momentum to actually get over that compression. So I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to change the battery. I've got a slightly larger battery, and then we'll try again.
Okay, take two.
Okay, we've got the bigger battery on. Let's see. Hey. Let's put it back to...
The belt didn't go round, did it?
No, I haven't got the dynamo on.
Alright.
So the battery, the belt and the fan's not working. Back to that again. Let's retard
Smelly.
a bit. I'm going to give it some
You
fuel.
did it! It did though, it started then, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And we don't have the choke on either, so it's starting cold basically. Something like that. Get back a bit. Okay, so the idle needs adjusting, idle speed, but I don't know if you saw it on the camera, but we had oil coming out of that oil pressure pump. As soon as I connected the pressure gauge, the needle went up right up into the green. We have fantastic and very good oil pressure, so really happy about that. I'm not going to run it again. As I say, I don't have any cooling or coolant connected, so I don't really want to stress the engine, but the good news is it not only starts but it runs. Idle needs to be adjusted slightly, but it runs and I'm really happy with it.
Well done. Amazing.
I've never had an engine start the first time I've tried to start it, so this is the first time I've ever managed to get an engine to run the first time I've tried to start it, so I'm really pleased.
Brilliant. Well done.
Yay!
Well done.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. It has been a very long journey, I know. I kept trying to convince myself that it was only about 3 or 4 years that we've been busy with this, but I went back and had a look. Our first video on this tractor was published on the 25th of July 2018, and that was when the tractor arrived with us for the first time. So it's literally been 5.5 years now. July this year will be 6 years that we've been working on this tractor. So yeah, really pleased. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers for now.
Bye. Bye.